going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, my college basketball predictions for Thursday, December 11th. Just like in all my videos, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys my prediction against the spread for every single game. There's a couple good ones in the mix. I'm going to try to get you guys some winners. But if you know college basketball, Monday through Wednesday and Saturdays are the main days for college basketball. I don't know if you guys have been looking ahead a couple of days. This coming Saturday, it's got to be the most ridiculously loaded slate of college basketball I've ever seen, especially this year. So get ready for that. Of course, I'll have a video out for Saturday College Hoops. I'll get you my picks on every single game for that massive slate. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys kind of an official free pick out of that entire slate. You know, I don't know if it's going to be a premium pick or whatever, but out of that whole slate, I'm going to get you guys like an official free pick to try to get you something to consider tailing. So look forward to that Saturday video, guys. Definitely hit the subscribe button. Drop a like on today's video while you're at it. I'm going to do my best to get you guys some winners. Let's pick these games, guys. Let's go. Thursday, not the biggest slate. Green Bay, IUPUI. Yeah, give me the 2.5. This is a true toss-up game. Green Bay, kind of less than expected. Maybe this is a buy low spot on them. I don't really know about that. I'm going to go with IUPUI here. I'll take the 2.5 points in that one. We got Western here going to play the Hokies. Virginia Tech, you know, they've kind of impressed me this year. There was one game there at home. I believe it was against George Mason. I thought that was a game maybe the Hokies would slip up, and that wasn't the case. They blew them out. And I don't know, a Thursday night, 7 o'clock down in Blacksburg, Western Carolina. Can they hang in there? Is 20 enough? I'm going to say no. I think I would need to be in the mid-20s to look at the underdog here. I'm going to go ahead and ride with Virginia Tech. I'll lay the 19.5. I think the James Franklin situation with their football program kind of carries over to just the whole vibes of the university. So I think just athletics in general right now for the Hokies are looking pretty good. We got App State and ECU, generally a pretty good rivalry here. If this was football, I'd have a way different opinion. I gotta take the points. I'm gonna go ahead and take App State here. I'll take 4.5. UT Arlington, UT Rio Grande. Toss-up game here. I'm actually gonna go with Arlington in this one. I'll go ahead and take the 2.5 there. Iowa State. We'll save that one for last. Alabama State and Missouri. This one should be a blowout. I'll rock with the SEC power here. I'll go with Missouri. I'll lay the big number. Syracuse and St. Joe's, interesting game here. Not sure what the weather is. Maybe that'll affect some travel for St. Joe's. You got to always think about that, especially now with Cuse playing some of these teams from down south a little bit. If they ever got weird travel spots where they got to go through snowstorms and they just have a headache to get up there to the Carrier Dome, that can be an advantage for the Cuse, man, for the Orange. I'm gonna rock with St. Joe's though in this one. I think the line's a little bit inflated. Was really cool to see Syracuse knock off Tennessee there in a big upset. Maybe Tennessee's a little bit overrated. I'm confident Syracuse is going to get the job done here at home. I just don't know if it's going to be by 13 or more. Kind of feels like an 8 or a 9-point win. I think the spread's a little bit too high. I'm going to look at St. Joseph's taking the 12.5. North Dakota State, CSU. I'm going to take the points here. I'm going to go ahead and grab 6.5. This should be about a bucket. Maybe 2.5 feels a little bit more appropriate to me than 5.5, 6.5. I'll take 6.5. It's available. Iowa State. Obviously, this is probably the game you guys are looking forward to here on this Thursday slate. Before we jump into that, do just want to remind you guys to look at the bottom of the screen. College football, man. Last week in general, I got absolutely obliterated on the books. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Had 2 really tough weeks. Looking for a massive bounce back. I got one of my biggest bets of the year coming up. The markets have developed really, really nicely this week for the college football playoff. Speaking of that, you can get my prediction on all 4 games, all 4 of those big games there in round 1. Already put that video out. If you want my NFL picks for week 15, already put the video out. My pick, every single game, spread in total. Check those videos out. But yeah, if you want to get on my text list, I do have some absolutely massive wagers coming up here over the next couple of weeks and really through the remainder of the calendar year of 2025. So if you want to know, out of all these games I predict here on my YouTube channel, the ones I actually put my own money on, you can get on my text list to find out what I'm actually betting myself. I put the link in the description for you guys. But let's check out this Iowa game. Early handle. I don't expect much money to be on this. It's Wednesday night. Only about 20 grand so far. I could move this line myself.
And we definitely see some sharp action here on Iowa State, but at 20 grand. Look, the only thing I can tell you right now, at least early, the bigger wagers are coming in on Iowa State. We do have a developing story, breaking news. We have a public underdog in the making here with Iowa. Look, there's only one thing I can kind of remember, and I'll actually just pop over to Google. This is just easy to do this. Look, there's no Fran anymore there. I do think their coach is all right, but I think they took a step down in coaching. Iowa did. Let's look at some recent results. I'm looking at this one right here, guys. The last kind of tough, true road test for the Iowa Hawkeyes. 7-1, better than people expected this year. But when they played Sparty, and I bet Iowa in that game, not because I thought they had a prayer to cover 4.5. I just thought it was so unbelievably insane that the spread was only 4.5. I sided with the sports book. Sometimes I just try to be sharp. It cost me a wager there. But Iowa State's better than Sparty. Iowa State's equally as physical. They're more fundamentally. I don't know about fundamentally sound. They're not quite as fundamentally sound. They're more skilled. They have better talent. It's a better roster. Tom Izzo, better coach. The fundamentals like basketball 101. Sure, I'll give the edge to Sparty there. Great home court environment, but so does Iowa State. And it's a more talented roster by far than the Spartans. I think Iowa's going to get blasted again. I mean, what are we doing here, guys? Really? Iowa, they could only put up 52. They look so discombobulated, disorganized, scared. They got bullied by Sparty. They looked like little kids playing with grown adults in a pickup game. I don't know how we don't see a similar result here with Iowa State. It would have to be above 20. I would need a spread above 20 to be looking at the Hawkeyes in this game. I think they get absolutely blasted. I know Iowa State is a bit of a rivalry. We all know that. The football games are always crazy. These rosters aren't close, man. There's like one or two good shooters for Iowa. And if Iowa State has a decent game plan to kind of take that out of the equation, we should see an absolute massacre here. I'll go with Iowa State. What's the spread? 11.5, 12.5, 13.5? Sure. Sign me up. I'm going to go with the home team. It's just kind of, we've seen a lot of results like that, guys. We're seeing a lot of results like that early here in the season. We saw it with Purdue over Minnesota just earlier tonight after a slow first half. We've seen it repeatedly. We see Michigan continue to blow people out. Yeah, I'm just going to ride with what's been working. These big home favorites that are just the way better teams, man. They're out for blood early here in the season. And yeah, they just got a lot of energy. I don't think these teams are close. I'm going to rock with Iowa State. So take that for what it is. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are going to take Iowa or just what you think about that game in the comment section below. And yeah, look forward to some more videos coming up here. Again, reminder, NFL picks, college football picks, they've already been posted here for the future. And Saturday, it's going to be really, really epic. I'll have a whole bunch of content out for you guys for college hoops for Saturday. I'll see you then.